Question 7. Okay, so we've got the triangle ABC is such that AB is 20 root 3, AC is 20, and ABC is 30. Okay, so let's draw this. Okay, let's draw something with an angle 30. So that'll do, and that's corner B. So let's label that as B. Okay, it doesn't really matter what we say is which corner after that. Let's say that's A and that's C. Okay, so A to C is 20 and A to B is 20 root 3. It doesn't have to look particularly accurate. Okay, you don't need to get your ruler and protractor out here. Okay, but we've got the information on. So the possible exact values. We're going to need to find some extra information. Remember, your area is a half AB sine C, or whichever angle you're doing. So we could do a half AC sine B. Okay, that's little a, that's little b, that's little c. Okay, those are equal to the opposite letter. So I'm just thinking, what's the best way to do this? I could cosine rule to work that out, but I don't think in that case it's going to give me two possible exact values. So I think what I'm going to need to do is work out corner A. Okay, because if I'm going to use the sine rule to find corner A, that's then going to give me two possible angles, because I get the two solutions from sine, and then I can get two areas. Okay, so let's try and find this corner A. In order to use the sine rule, I can use my B's, but I'm going to actually end up working out corner C first. So let's do that. So I can say C over, or sine C over little c. Start with what you're trying to find, which is an angle, equals sine B over little b. So sine C over 20 root 3 is equal to sine 30 over 20 times the 20 root 3 up. Okay, we've got some surd values in here, so hopefully things will work out nicely. Sine 30 is also a nice number. Sine 30, divide that by 20 times by 20 root 3. And that gives me root 3 over 2. So if I work out corner C, I need to press shift sign for root 3 over 2, which is going to give me one solution straight away of 60 degrees. And my other solution is 180 minus answer, so that gives me 120 degrees. Okay, so I know that I could draw this in a way that C is 120, or I could angle it slightly differently and draw it so that C is 60. There are two possible ways you could construct the triangle from this information. So that means corner A is 180 minus corner B minus corner C. So it's either 180 minus 30 minus 60, which comes out as 90, or it's 180 minus 30 minus 120, which comes out as 30. So A is either 90 or 30. Okay, so actually I want to use a half BC sine A as my formula, because I've got corner A and I know length B and length C. So the area I'm going to say is a half BC sine A, but I've got two possible angles. A half times 20 times 20 root 3 times sine 90, or a half times 20 times 20 root 3 times sine 30. Okay, so 0.5 times 20 times 20 root 3 times sine 90. Well, sine 90 is 1 anyway, but I'm just typing it in. I don't want square roots. Let's type it in without the root. If your calculator won't give you a root, okay, let's just type it in without the root, and we'll keep the root in the answer in a minute. So 1/2 times 20 times 20 times sine 90, that's 200. So that should be 200 root 3. Notice it says exact values. Okay, if I do times that by square root 3, that was the decimal. But I don't want that decimal, I want the exact answer. Okay, I've obviously got some weird setting on my calculator where it's probably on a different option. I can fiddle with that later. So if I'm doing this one, I'm going to type in 1/2 times 20 times 20 root 3. Is it going to do the same thing? Times sine 30. Yeah, it's giving me a decimal again. Okay, let's just type it in without the root 3. 1/2 times 20 times 20 times sine 30. Yeah, 100. So it's 100 root 3. Okay, so those are my two possible exact values. You can put square units if you want to. So just trying to catch you out at the end, really, asking for exact values. Okay, if your calculator gave you those as surds anyway, that's lovely. Okay, I'm not quite sure why mine isn't at the moment, but I'll fix it.